Hello.
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 Welcome to the Women Who Create podcast.
A no-nonsense podcast for women in creative business.
I'm Debbie Duda.
And I'm Amy Phipps.
And this is our 10th episode.
Woo.
Woohoo!
Yay! Today we're talking about 10 things we've learned about podcasting in the last few months since we started.
We certainly are. And as per usual, you can find all the show notes, whether there'll be any show notes, because it's just the two of us rambling, and links at womenwhocreateuk.com. And if you love us, please leave us a review on iTunes and Stitcher, if you can work out how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Amy, we've got our list. Look, if you're
on the web, you can see us.
We've got a list.
We're going
to talk about the 10 things that we've learned while podcasting. So if you're thinking about podcasting or doing anything, just anything, maybe you can learn from what we've learned.
Yeah, why not?
So we thought we'd share it with you.
We thought we'd share this in this off the cuff episode.
Okay, so number 1 was
things get easier.
Things get easier. Okay.
We decided to start this podcast. It was quite, not a whim, but it was quite, let's just do it.
Yeah, I think it was quite whimsical.
Yeah.
We'd only just met each other and we were like, let's do a podcast.
Together. Which, fantastic.
And then there was a massive learning curve.
Yeah, straight in there. We didn't know what we were doing. I think we're both quite good at teaching ourselves stuff. So we just thought, you know what, we got this. And we learnt very quickly that we did definitely need to do a bit more research.
God, do you remember that day when we were trying to work out how to use iTunes?
Oh my God, it took us so long. And somebody else, who was it recently? I think it was another coach who's doing starting a podcast in the new year, and she posted that she had literally been struggling with iTunes for hours as well, which made me feel better because it took hours of our life.
It really did take hours, and I thought like Stitcher was boom easy.
Yeah.
We're up. Like iTunes was just like the worst, and it's supposed to be like one of the best computing operating systems that makes things easier for people. It really wasn't. So persevere. Things just do get easier eventually. It's not always hard.
And I think this moves quite nicely on to number 2.
Number 2,
which is
just do it.
So regardless if it's kind of been really difficult at the start, just do it anyway. If you still feel passionate about it and like it's something you really want to do, just do it.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is also we've known people who have been thinking about doing things and they feel like they've got to get all their ducks in a row and it's got to be absolutely perfect and they're just waiting for this moment of alchemy where everything falls into place and it never quite happens, or it happens 12 months down the line. And actually, if you just want to do something, just grab life, because
and strike while the iron's hot. I know we started when we had just met each other. And we were like, this is really exciting. We're both really pumped about doing this thing, but have nobody to do it with. So let's just
do it together.
Let's just do it together. And that was part of it. It was really exciting and new. And we just thrived off that energy of doing something new that wasn't necessarily obviously it's related to our business, but I still find that it's more of a hobby that we're doing.
Yeah, totally.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's
which
great.
is number 10, but we won't get there.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Number 10. So number 3,
test and change. So I mean, we've done that. We started off getting really hung up on the amount of editing that we had to do.
Yes, this is very
and that was quite stressful.
Yes.
And that was a real energy suck, wasn't it?
Because we felt like we had to be doing that.
We had to be super polished. We had to use all these programs, and
we didn't really know what we were doing.
But we didn't know what we were doing, and that's we didn't. And then we tried a few, realised that didn't work, did a bit more research, changed it, and I think now we've found a happy medium, haven't we? That's not to say we're at our top game, but we're at a point where
you can always get better.
We've tested and we've changed, and it's easier, more fun, less stressful. We've got kind of our timing and editing down, so I think that goes with everything, doesn't it? Test it. If it's not working out, change it. You've learned something from that process.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we were talking about Facebook ads earlier, weren't we?
Yeah.
And part of in a lot of business stuff, it's actually just give it a go and put it out there and see if it works. And if it doesn't quite work how you expected, don't beat yourself up. Just pull it back and then just go, oh, well, if I just tweak that bit and tweak that bit and then test that and tweak that bit and tweak that bit. And that's I don't know.
And
Website copy, Facebook ads,
all of
products
it.
that you put out, like, I don't know, haircuts that you might have, and you can like, I tested this haircut, it's terrible, I want to change it, like
2007.
Yeah, but all, like, just give it a go. That goes back to just do it, doesn't it? Just test it and change it. You can keep adapting as you go. So number 4 is be organised.
Yeah, which we were less organised at the start.
We were very less organised at the start.
But
we didn't really know what the other person was doing. So we have systems in place. So
yeah,
I think that's about
great.
Creating systems so that we know where we are, when we're going to be podcasting, who we're interviewing, the times. We have an Excel spreadsheet and some Word documents and a kind of admin folder, and all that stuff has helped save time.
Yeah, absolutely. Even just having a shared Dropbox file.
Yeah.
Is fantastic, isn't it?
It is fantastic.
So little things that maybe you use every day.
Yeah.
Just work it.
Yeah. So
work it. And communicate within that being organised. Like communicate and make sure that if I think we're booking so and so in on one day, and it's not right, then
But also just go with the flow and don't like freak out and be like, oh my god. So be organised, but a little bit of flexibility in there goes a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So number 5, grab opportunities when they appear, which is what we did, which is why we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And which is how we've met a lot of the women, ladies, whoever you want to be.
Do they not want to be ladies? Is that derogatory?
Yeah, some people find it derogatory.
Oh, really? To be a lady?
Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole episode that we'll do.
Oh no, I'm intrigued now. By lady offensiveness.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of the women that who have come on have been opportunistic. Have been, I know so and so, or somebody's heard us and gone, oh, that sounds great. Can I come on board? Yes, brilliant. So it's like word of mouth, opportunities that have arisen from, and opportunities that have arisen from doing it, things that have come out of the woodwork in terms of like ideas, other projects, maybe work that's come from it. That's all to be grabbed.
I think it's like, and you can kind of put that into everyday life. So it's a bit like, don't be so set on exactly what you're doing that if a snooker ball comes along to knock you in a different direction, you kind of ignore it or dismiss it because you don't know where that's going to lead. Yeah.
And I think that's been really exciting, actually. And the conversations that have come out and really thought-provoking stuff that I've just been like, that wasn't at all where I thought we were going with this conversation, and how exciting is that? So, it's really great to do that.
Perfect. So, number 6 is ask for help.
Ask for help.
Which is a biggie.
Yeah, and I know.
Life, isn't it?
And I know, I'm not great. I'm better now at asking for help. But a lot of people are also in that same boat that we don't like asking for help. But you went to a few conferences this year and got some really good advice about the podcast, which has been completely invaluable.
People giving free advice as well, like really generous, lovely people going, just ring me up and I'll talk to you for 15 minutes and I'll give you bits and bobs, which is great because we needed that. And
you don't know unless you ask.
You don't know unless you ask. Yeah, for sure. But that leads us on to number 7, which is you don't have to take all the advice that you're given.
You don't.
On board. Like, it's great to ask for advice and maybe try things out, but if you decide that piece of advice isn't for you, then it's totally fine to just go, okay, that's great, thank you very much, but I'm going to put that aside because that doesn't fit for me. That
isn't what I'm about. Maybe you've got a different bar set than other people, and that's totally cool.
Bob set?
Bar. Or a bob. Are we going back to hairdos again?
I was like, a different bob set. I was like, oh, what's this thing? Okay, bar set.
Bar.
A bar. Yeah, for sure. Or different values. Different, like, actually, we're just quite happy to do this and have a bit of fun with it. Somebody else might come into doing this kind of thing and be really goal driven and, want massive results out of it and stuff. And it doesn't have to have the same path for everybody.
No, and that's not to say
that their path is wrong. No.
And also, that's not to say that we're going to change a bit in the new year and we might be doing more.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
Adapting and changing.
So, number 8, don't talk over each other, which was a huge, when I listen back to us.
There was one particular one, wasn't there, where we were so excited.
We were so excited. Was that Sam Peach? We totally talked over each other.
But I think because it's really conversational and we just feel like we're chatting to people and we're like, oh my God, this is a really cool person, we want to have a chat.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you sat in the pub and you recorded a conversation that you'd have with your mates, then you'd be appalled about how much you talked over each other. So I think there's an element of, even though things get easier and we're just doing it and, you know, grabbing opportunities, there's a bit of professionalism in there that we've had to learn, because I think it's fair to say we're both quite chatty people.
And you don't, until you listen back.
Yeah, for sure.
You just don't know. So now I'm like, Debbie's talking. Shh. Yeah. So I guess that's an awareness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being aware of the other person.
And yourself.
And definitely yourself. When I look back and I'm like doing some kind of like twitchy cup of tea dance where I'm drinking tea all the way through.
Really thirsty.
Yeah, talking is thirsty work. Okay, so
work.
Number 9.
Number 9.
I can't read what that says.
Number 9. Simple is better.
Simple is better, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this was about a lot of things where maybe we overcomplicated things at the beginning, trying to be uber professional, and it just made more work and didn't really improve the quality of anything.
And we felt like it was a bit dry.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're professional in our professional work, but
totes professional.
But like, then we're like totally freestyle when we want to be, so without talking over each other, obviously. And things down to like the different programs again that we're using and how that kind of made us more stressed out.
Well, isn't there that keep it simple, stupid?
Yes.
Like it's a good rule for everyday life, isn't it? Like sometimes you can just end up with all sorts of things and complicating it and making things, end up in circles and wrapped in spaghetti string of complication, and then you're like, oh God, I just wanted to do this one thing. How am I here? Like, how did I complicate it? So keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid.
So our 10th thing that we've learned doing our 10th podcasting episode is
have fun with it.
Yay! We could do a at the same time. That's not talking over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh dear. But it is like, I mean, we cut out the bits where we're hysterically laughing at the start because we can't decide who's talking first. Like, we're genuinely having fun with it. I think we probably spent like half an hour trying to record, and just we got the giggles, which is great.
Maybe we should put those out. No, we don't have them as outtakes. We just delete it straight away.
We just did one a minute ago though.
Yeah,
but I think that's maybe because we're delirious because we're tired.
Yeah. So yeah, have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
And just enjoy it. Like, I speak to so many people who have ended up getting themselves like in a bit of a fug with what they're doing. Like, they've fallen out of love with it, they've overcomplicated things, they're tired, like, and you can end up thinking, oh God, I'm not enjoying this anymore. Like, what am I running this business for? What am I doing all this stuff? And sometimes just stopping and remembering why you did it in the first place, and then working out how you can get a little bit of fun.
Yeah. And you can also listen to that whole episode on fun.
Yeah!
Which is episode 8. I'm going to say 8.
8. Which, what? Is it?
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Having fun.
Oh, that's the one that made... So that episode... Yes, it is. It's the
You look like a sports car driving alcoholic after that one.
I'm a sports car driving alcoholic. And also, we got a review from somebody.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Saying that they were laughing and snorting so much they had to pull over their car. So that's the best review we've ever had.
Yeah, so thank you.
So we're almost out of time. Like, we're pretty much at 15 minutes. So we just wanted to say thank you so much for being on this 10 podcast journey with us. If you're looking at us,
we're tired.
Like, it's
we've gone from like full makeup
to no makeup and a bit greasy because it's tomorrow's the last working day of the year of 2017.
Yes. What a ride.
Yeah, and so actually everybody just feels a bit tired and exhausted and worn out and a little bit coldy.
Yeah.
So it's been really nice to come on and do this
Yeah, I feel really perked up again now. Might have to lens it.
So yeah, wonderful.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you for all your comments and feedback, and thank you to everybody who's joined us. It's been like so inspiring, and we're really looking forward to more amazing women on the show next year. If you want to join us, drop us an email.
It'd be great to hear from you.
Yeah, at hello@womenwhocreateuk.com, or you can find us on social media and just tweet us or DM us. We would love to have you on.
So that's it. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.